It'll be Dietmar, Nahar, and Jeremiah in the top of the third for Alameda. Almost ready to go. Colin Nowacek toes the rubber once more. A dominant first two innings, struck out 4, working around a hit by pitch in the first and a walk in the second inning. So now it's Chase Dietmar's turn, to try his hand against Nowacek, who has been electric so far. First pitch is in there for a strike. Dietmar last played last Thursday when 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch. Takes the 0-1 down low to even the count.
You mentioned those 4 strikeouts early on for Nowacek, and that was something the Merchants really struggled with in the series against Slow. Lots of high strikeout totals, including in that Saturday game.
1-1 stays high, so Dietmar is ahead 2-1.
In that Saturday game, perhaps the best individual pitching performance I've seen all summer. Ryan Featherston striking out a dozen Merchants before he exited the game.
2-1, flips off the glove of Justice, goes to the backstop, so now it's 3-1. Merchants led off the second inning with a walk, but O'Sullivan was able to make it around to third with a couple stolen bases, but he was stranded there. Here's a 3-1 to Dietmar. It's popped up foul out of play.
Dietmar has really struggled in the month of July, hitting just 111 since the calendar flipped months with 7 strikeouts. It's a big reason that he hasn't been a mainstay in the lineup like we expected, frankly, early in the season.
Yeah, just 176 on the year. 3-2 was fouled back. So Dietmar stays alive. We've seen him at different places in the lineup. This is the first time that I personally have seen Chase down at the number 9 spot. Put together some good at-bats over the summer, but just hasn't quite been able to get it going. 3-2 breaking ball stays high, so another inning and another leadoff walk for Alameda, and we'll return to the top of the lineup with Dom Nahar.
Credit to Chase Dietmar. That's a really tough pitch to lay away from. Breaking ball high in the zone. We've seen plenty of Merchants swing at that with 2 strikes already in this game. Dietmar didn't take the bait, and as you mentioned, another leadoff walk. Merchants have had 3 base runners in this game, still searching for their first hit, and Nahar hits more than anyone else on this team.
First pitch swinging is Nahar. He lifts it out into left field. In is Kuplin to record the first out of the inning. You say that a lot here. First pitch swinging Dom Nahar. Usually it works out for him, but that time flied out weakly to left.
I don't even know if I'd say usually it works out for him. It feels like more and more in recent games, it's just been a lot of one-pitch flyouts for Nahar. He only has a 7.8% walk rate on the season, and so much of that is because he's only seeing so often 1, 2, 3 pitch at-bats. He's hunting fastballs early in the count. Early in the season, it was really paying off for him. In July, not quite as much.
First pitch goes to the backstop, and so the runner at first, Dietmar, is going to get to second base. That's the first pitch to Jace Jeremiah, who struck out his first time up. And another inning and another runner in scoring position now for Alameda.
Not exactly a wild pitch by Nowacek. If you're the catcher, Zach Justice, you got to block that one. That one just squirted right through his shin guards and got all the way back to the backstop, and now a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Fairfield not even having to pull out the tricks and attempt to steal. Be ruled as a pass ball.
Situations just take on utmost importance every time the Merchants get a runner on, trying to get off the Schneid offensively. 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back right next to us.
And Jace Jeremiah, a guy who's trying to get off the Schneid, did you say, offensively?
Off the Schneid, Ethan.
He's trying to do that individually. He's hitting just 125 in his last 5, 162 in his last 10. Despite being an all-star, he's looking to be able to approach that level as he takes an outside pitch.
Yeah, count now 2-1. Started off as perhaps the Merchants' most valuable hitter, maybe player, especially his actions defensively, just all around, and Merchants were at a loss for sure when he was out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball that's fouled off. Now the count is 2-2. Nowacek a little more, not all over the place, but not as consistently in the zone in this inning. Right now he's 2-2 to Jeremiah. Here's the pitch. That one stays outside. Now it's 3-2. He entered this game having walked 10 batters in just 20 2/3 innings. This spring he walked 7 in 9 innings, but we know that control can be an issue. Here's the full count pitch. This one is lined up the middle for a base hit. Around third is Dittmer. Here's the throw from center field, but not in time. And the Merchants, on a base hit from Jace Jeremiah, right on cue, get out to an early 1-0 lead.
The team leader in RBI, getting the Merchants out in front with an RBI single. Really just awesome swing of the bat with 2 strikes. Protected the plate, took a handful of balls from Nowacek, and that was the first really hard hit ball we've seen against number 29 in red all game long. Jeremiah just patient on it and splintered that one back into center field.
Really great piece of hitting there, and well timed from Jace. Now he leads off first. We always know he could be running. Not on the first pitch to Aiden Tackless. He takes that in the zone for a strike. Tackless was hit by a pitch his first time up. That fastball tailed in and got him in the wrist. Here's the 0-1. Nice breaking ball. Drops in there for a strike to put Nowacek ahead 0-2.
Really nice breaking ball that time. And we noticed such a difference in these at-bats when Nowacek is able to get ahead versus behind in counts. This one, he's ahead 0-2.
He's got such good stuff. Hard to come back from behind in the count. Tackless does well to foul that breaking ball off. Stays alive at 0-2.
Not only does he have such great stuff, but he just shows you so many different things, different pitches, different locations that you really do have to be thinking in the batter's box.
13% slider, 12% change, 8% curve. 1-2 pitch is popped foul, maybe playable for Leininger. He's over near the bullpen now, circling under it and making the catch. Nice play there from Leininger. Had to be aware of a lot of things going on around him. So Tackless is retired, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Tui Amosa.
Tui Amosa into a fielder's choice to end the first inning. He's 0 for 2 this season with a hit by pitch, but one of those new bats that really excited to see if he can just add some juice to the middle of this order that is really desperate for it right now.
It'll be quite a time for it now. Takes the first pitch, a fastball in there for a strike. So at the beginning of this inning, a Crawdads player coming over with a radar gun, trying to see what it says for that heat. Breaking ball stays high on 0-1 to even the count at 1-1. So far this summer, between this summer and his spring at Nebraska, Nowacek has averaged about 88 miles an hour on that fastball, and it looks crisp today. Here's the 1-1. Fastball is in there for a strike. So 1-2 now to Amosa. Real tough left-on-left matchup here. Nowacek's got that big breaking ball. Checks Jeremiah at first, ready with the 1-2. That breaking ball is in the dirt. Good take from Amosa. Evens the count at 2-2.
Great take by Amosa. He's a guy who we know has some batter's discipline. Each of the past 2 years at Ranger College has walked exactly 34 times.
Now here's the 2-2 with 2 outs in the top of the third. Big breaking ball, strike 3 called. Great pitch from Colin Nowacek. That's his 5th strikeout on the afternoon, and it gets him out of the top of the third inning. But the Merchants do score a run on 1 hit. We'll go to the bottom of the third now. Merchants up 1-0. Almost set to go for the bottom of the third inning. New pitcher to tell you about. It's going to be the righty Nick Fenton, getting some action today for Alameda. Perhaps a bit of a surprising decision to pull Rocco Borelli, who had shown well in his first 2 innings. Gave up just 1 hit, had a strikeout, and looked pretty good. The Merchants' offense has struggled since they've come back from Canada, but also their ERA is sitting about a run higher than before the Canada trip. And so it might be your instinct to try to ride that hot hand, but instead, Coach Fairfield is going to go with his guy, and right now that's the right-hander Fenton. First pitch is grounded up the middle. Jeremiah sprawls in the dirt to his left, gets up and throws to first for a pretty play and the first out of the inning.
What a fantastic play by Jace Jeremiah. That's a hard ball to get to. It was a decently hard hit ball right through the middle, and Jeremiah had to range all the way over to his left and slide down, recollect, and get up. A faster runner than Joe Coupland might have reached on that play. Great play by Jeremiah. Just going back to the pitching change, we haven't seen TC Fairfield really let his starters ever really go past about 5 innings so far this season, and it's just part of the strategy. And
first pitch is outside to Ryan Ellis, DHing today.
And in my opinion, there's a reason TC Fairfield is pulling the strings and we're the ones broadcasting the games, but I'd ride the hot hand.
Ellis pops this one into short right field. Looks like the right fielder Tackless is going to come in and make the play for the first out of the inning. Second out, excuse me.
And so far, Fenton's looked pretty good getting 2 quick outs, but I just think of it from the perspective of if you're the Crawdads in the dugout, I always talk about in sports, like, you should do what the other team doesn't want you to do. And if you're the Crawdads dugout, you're probably really happy seeing Rocco Borelli exit the game after 3 innings in the first and the second. We've seen so often relief pitchers in recent games, they have a really clean first inning in the game, and then the second inning they're back out for work. It happened in all 3 games at Slow. The second inning is the one where they get into trouble. So I guess maybe the 4th inning is the one to watch for Fenton, who's looked sharp so far through 2 batters here in the 3rd.
2 quick outs, not messing around. Crawdads came out swinging, and Nico DeFazio swings at the first pitch this time. Is going to be playable in foul territory for Finney, so just like that, handful of pitches for Nick Fenton. You may question the decision, but a 1-2-3 inning for Nick, and we'll go to the top of the 4th now. Merchant still holding on to that 1-0 lead.